Nice guys. Nice guys do finish last. I'm sorry to tell you that, fellas. Nice guys don't get laid. I'm sorry to tell you that again. I'm reading on that same site that I just read an article on nice guys. She writes, it's a woman writing this obviously, what makes someone a nice guy? I often speak about alphas and betas, cads and dads. It's as simple as that. Or is it as simple as that? Is it that even a valid construct? In our culture, we tend to reduce nice guys, simplify them to the point where we've stripped them of all dignity. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. You nice guys who listen to me, that's really gotta hurt. Is it true that nice guys finish last? If so, why? A while back I found an essay online called Ode to the Nice Guys, written by Fuzu Jen, a Wharton undergrad in 2003. And she gives a link to that on the article. It has remained active and viral for all these years. So it clearly has struck a chord. But with whom? Probably the nice guys out there, because bad boys ain't bothered reading the shit. It's nice guys over there on the internet poring over shit and looking for some magic answers that'll help them out. So that means there's a lot of nice guys on the internet. As I skimmed it for the first time, I found it heartwarming in a Hallmark card kind of way. But as I read it through carefully, I found myself feeling more and more defensive. She might as well call it Ode to the Enus, and that's where they cut a guy's dick off. They used to use them as guards for the harems. She begins. Now listen, this is the girl that put out that ode to the nice guys. Nice guys. This is a tribute to the nice guys. The nice guys that finish last, that never become more than friends, that endure hours of whining and bitching about what assholes guys like me are, while disproving the very point. This is dedicated to those guys who always provide a shoulder to lean on, but restrain themselves from tentative hugs. Those guys who hold open doors and give reassuring pats on the back and sit patiently outside the changing room at department stores. Ew, it's like a gay friend. This is in honor of the guys that obligingly reiterate how cute / beautiful, smart, funny, sexy their female friends are at the appropriate moment, because they know most girls need that litany of support. Now the author writes, to give her credit, she observes and acknowledges that by women less befriending the best man, they're having sex with the worst men. Girls continue to lament the lack of datable men in the world. This is the Asian girl. And they expect their too nice to date male friends to sympathize and apologize for the men that are jerks. Sorry, guys. Girls like that are beyond my ability to fathom. I can't figure out why the connection breaks down between what they say, I want a nice guy, and what they do, I'm sleeping with this complete ass now. That's women. They like us assholes. What can I say? You guys who are nice guys, you do your program and you get your results. We do our program, we get our results. It's insanity to think you can do your program that continually gets those results to make you think you're going to suddenly get our results. Okay? That's insanity. You keep doing the same thing over and over again and think you'll get a different result. So anyway, where was I? Let's see if I can find my place. Sorry, you guys. Girls about my ability. Let's see. But one thing I can do is say that Nice guys finish last. Phenomenon doesn't last forever. There are definitely many girls who grow out of that train of thought and realize that they should be dating the nice guys, not taking them for granted. The tricky part is finding those girls, and even trickier, finding the ones that are single. Let's go back to the original author, the article. Tricky indeed, the author writes. And of course, I've learned from many of the men who comment here, the nice guys aren't so keen to keep up with those girls. The ones who grow up and grow wise well into their 20s. Exactly what I told you. This is coming from a woman author on the same thing. I said when they get in there about somewhere around 25, 26 or 7, they want to settle down. Okay? If you're a young nice guy, I'm sorry. And if you're an older nice guy, you better find those girls who are ready to settle down. They're past their sell date by then. I said the same thing, yeah. Because as they get older, the newer models are coming out. The girl's 26, those 21-year-olds are now hitting the clubs. And they're younger, hotter, and fresher. So she's feeling the pressure. She knows she better find one of these suckers in the club that are, slathering over her and pretend like she's pregnant, even though she might be pregnant with the alpha male dude's kid. Or she'll cheat on him later. Because this nice guy doesn't have the sexual balls to satisfy the woman. God, the number of women that don't have orgasms was scary. I think it was 75%. I just did a video on it last night. I think it was 75% of women who are having sex are not having orgasms by intercourse alone. That's the defining thing. By just dick going in. That's why, and that's what most guys do. You know that? They just stick the dick in. They don't finger the clit, none of that stuff. They don't talk. They don't do any of the other stuff. Also, 10 to 15%, I do know this one, 10 to 15% do not have an orgasm no matter what. And that's the guys that, they try to finger the clit, eat the pussy, whatever else. They still can't come. And I've ran into those girls and I taught them how to come. I told you guys about that. Let's see. Tricky indeed, and of course, I've learned from many of the men, blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. I do tend to ramble. I do apologize. I'm right brain. That's what we do. That's how we are. That's how we can connect to women and people out there, too. I'm sorry, I'm not keenly focused like a left brain nerdy guy. And I'll sit here like this and read you what I'm reading. They're past their sale date by then, like so many day-old bagels being delivered to a homeless shelter. Usually the explanation given for this sad state of affairs is female hypergamy. The fuck is hypergamy? Women are always looking to trade up. And that's true. Women are always looking to trade up. And their top choices will always be a man who displays social dominance and a history of sexual success with women. Okay? Social dominance and a history of sexual success with women. That's their top choice. And you guys who were whining about, she called me a player. I always thought that was a compliment. What did Jovita say about me? Remember you guys what she said when you first saw me? You look like a super player who could get any girl or any woman in the room. History of sexual success. There's no question that female hypergamy plays a role in mate selection, but it doesn't tell the whole story. That too is reductionist. The truth is, women seek a whole variety of traits when seeking a long-term partner, including economic capacity, social status, youth, ambition, and industriousness. These are all things I cover in my program. I tell you guys to get. So I got the shit going on. This is coming from a woman. I'm doing the right shit. Dependability, stability, honesty. Okay, I don't cover them all. Intelligence, yes. Compatibility, yes. Size and strength, yes. Who tells you to hit the gym? Robust health, yes. Willingness to demonstrate love and commitment. Okay. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9. Because I'm teaching you guys to be players. That's why. I want you guys to go out there and have some fun in the dating world before you settle down. All right? Have some fun. Get out of your houses. Have some fun, fellas. Sex with new women is fun. It's incredibly fun. It's the challenge of conquering that new pussy and making her addicted to you. I had issues. I admit it. I had some issues going on. That's why I needed that. Fill that void inside of me with all the love from women. That's what I was trying to do. I know it. I self-analyze myself. I had mommy issues. What can I say? At least I know it. And anyway, I'll leave the link to this article down there. It's actually a good article to read. This guy says, please don't feed the nice guys. He ends with an appeal, please don't feed the nice guys. I guess another guy wrote an article on nice guys, a Canadian study. A British Journal of Psychology published a Canadian study showing online dating profiles of 300 volunteers. Some of the profiles were altered to demonstrate kindness and altruistic interests. The women showed a strong preference for those profiles, even where the clues were fairly subtle. So I am doing the right thing again. Because what I tell you about your profile, you want to show where you're going in your life. The guys that put up those shirtless photos, those guys are the bottom feeders, okay? Even if they're in great shape. And I've said again and again, don't put up a shirtless photo of you snapping a picture of your cam phone, okay? What I get dudes. Dudes do stupid things, okay? Dudes are stupid. So I get dudes doing this, what they do. I guess that's what I should expect. If I talk to a wide variety of people, there's going to be a bunch of dudes in there. Because dudes think that their way is the right way. They think that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm too old to know. I just got in the game a couple of years ago. But am I really out? Where's my phone? Never mind. So anyway, they think that I don't know what I'm talking about. They'll stick up those shirtless photos. But even though you read that girls hate those photos now, they're popular for a while, but the girls wouldn't go out with them. Because when they get to the internet dating stuff, they're looking for Mr. Right. They've tried the clubs. They know there's nothing good in the clubs. They want to settle down because the attractive guys are having too much fun fucking all the women. Does that not make sense now, fellas? Does not make it a good circle of sense? The jock dudes, the players, the bad boys, the beefy guys, whatever, they're fucking in the club, having fun. That's the environment I came from. And when I got online, I learned what women are looking for. All right. So they demonstrate altruistic kindness, stuff like that. And she writes, it has been suggested that men deliberately play up their altruistic tendencies as a way of demonstrating that they're not just after sex. I already talked about that too. I think that sounds like a good strategy as long as it's not completely fabricated. A man's being eager to reassure women, I actually created a profile for a guy. He paid me to do a profile for him. He's a millionaire down in Miami. Cuban descent. Spanish. No black. And this guy had so much going for him. He owned lots of property. He's a millionaire. And he was looking for women online. He just didn't know how to put his stuff together in the way that shows, him in the best light. And please don't write me to do your profile. I charge for that. Interestingly, while men valued signs of kindness when looking for an LTR, that means long-term relationship, they found it off-putting when looking for something short-term. Interesting. Anyway, you guys go on I suggest you go on and read the entire article. It will help you in your game. It'll give you some education on what's going on out there. I won't bore you with my very bad reading of the article any longer. Peace, fellas.